Hi, and welcome to another Learn a Magic Trick video with Stephen Ablett. We're going to be doing some whole new tricks for this series, and I want to show you something right off the bat with videotape. You can do some amazing things with videotape, and I know a lot of people have moved over to DVDs nowadays, but what we're going to do with this tape is I'm going to take some of this film from it, and I bet you didn't know this really if you just scrunch it up a bit. What I can actually do, we'll just go up. Not that much, I don't think, maybe about there. So we've got lots and lots of tape. What I'm going to do is cut some of it away. Let's take some more out here. And we'll cut some of this off. Cut a bit more there. So we've cut lots and lots of pieces of videotape. Now videotape, some people might want to watch that because that's how we edit video in the real world. But if I take some of this film and we're going to try and do some magic with that film. I have here a piece of paper. What I'm going to do, take that piece of paper and just roll it up into a tube. Open it like so. And we'll put those pieces of film into this tube. Lots of it. Okay. We'll get those two pieces as well. So that's all the film in there. Now, in the film industry, what they like to do is they like to fix videotapes by using some video editing and sticky tape. I don't have sticky tape with me today, but if I just give it a little blow, you can see right now that that videotape has completely vanished, and if we look back at the videotape from earlier, it has actually completely come back again. Now this trick is the cut and restored videotape. It's a variation on the cut and restored rope, and let me show you how we put this together. What you're going to need is two videotapes, preferably tapes that you don't want to watch anymore, because you will be damaging the tapes in order to make the effect. What I do is take a second videotape, and I'm going to show you this right now. What you can do is you need to, on the back of a videotape, if you can still get them, you'll notice a little button on the back here. You need to press that in. Now for the gimmick tape, you're going to want to keep it pressed in permanently. So what you can do is you can either unscrew the tape and take out the pieces of plastic that keep that button in place, or you can just get a screw or some blue tack and just stick the blue tack down here so that the button stays permanently pressed in. That will allow you to just pull out the tape. Okay, and once that button pressed in, you can pull out videotape like this. Pull out a big portion of it, about that much, and cut it off. So we're going to cut that bit and cut that bit. Okay. That's what we need from this tape. Now you're going to take the second tape. This is the tape that you're going to supposedly repair. What you want to do is just open up the top. You're going to use the scissors for this part and just put the scissors through to the lid, so that way the lid can't close on me. And wind up the tape a bit. So now what we have to do is we have to get this piece of fake videotape into the tape itself. To do that, I just find the slots at the top and I'm going to feed it through. Now here's the little helpful bit. Once you feed a bit of it through, just scrunch up the tape. Put a little crease in the tape like that. That's a marker for where you're near the end of the tape. Okay? But try and put a bit on each side. If you've got that crease, you'll look for it later, and we'll come back to that in a second. Okay, so put this tape in this side. Okay, trying to do it quickly now. You're best to feed it through. Just do tiny bits, bit by bit. Crunch it up a bit. Okay, and it's not necessary that you do it all. You can if you want to, but feed it through. I'll have to do it now, but it's slowly but surely. I'm going to take it out. So I can pretend that this is the tape that it got broken. I can open up the lid, I can show, as long as I do what I'm going to start off the trick like this, I bring out a videotape and say a tape has got damaged. I put this tape in my video machine and it got wrecked. You can see the tape has been wrecked, and I'm going to angle it so that they don't see the second piece. I just want them to see this piece here, and I'm going to pull some of it out as though it's, you don't really want it to come out at the end, but you can do that. So now that you've got this fake piece of tape, you just take some scissors and you cut the tape up, and you're going to cut it up till you get to the top and then just drag it out a bit. So you're going to cut up all these damaged pieces of the tape so it looks as though the tape has been wrecked. And you can, so at this point they think the tape has been destroyed. The next part of this trick is the paper. Now what we've done here is I've taken a piece of paper, and what you've actually got is a little tube at the end. Okay, if I can do that, you'll see all the film pieces are in here. So what I've actually done, I'm going to undo it a tiny bit, is here I've folded up the paper. I took a piece of A4 paper and I folded up. I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I folded it into 5 sections, and I just curled over a section and glued it along the bottom and along the side. That made a tube, a secret tube. It's invisible to the naked eye, but it looks like a normal piece of paper, as long as especially on this side. I've unglued it now so it's a bit more clear. But what you're then going to do is where the piece of paper is glued over to the section, make sure it folds on that location, because now the fold and the crease lines of the piece of paper help disguise that tube. And then what you can do is just roll it up around the tube, know which is the front, and open it up. You can place whatever you want in there, and this tape, we're doing videotape, and then you can open it up and it looks as though the videotape has vanished, as long as it goes in the tube, because I've opened it on the side. And so the whole little trick there is about cutting up a videotape and placing all the pieces into that piece of paper and making them vanish. Hopefully you enjoyed that. It's another quick little trick where you can cut up a videotape and put it back together again from the Learn a Magic Trick series. Thank you.